JJ, the CPA here. Hope you are doing well. Check it out. By the numbers. Here's my series. By the numbers. And what I want to do is I'm going to pick one number on one thing for you to explore, kind of put it on its head. Okay? So every day at noon, and once we get rolling, I won't tell you every day at noon and what this is all about. You'll just know. But by the numbers is everything's so driven by numbers. I mean, you think about it. It's like you go to church, well, it's driven by numbers, right? I mean, I remember growing up and it was like you knew the attendance of last weekend and how much was given last weekend, and there's a budget, right? I mean, everything's about numbers. You go to school, it's like, well, how many pupils are here determines the amount of budget and how much we spending on books and how much we spending on the school, right? Your house, it's all based on numbers. The whole thing's just numbers, right? Well, I make this so I can live in this house and then I can do this, right? My kids in soccer, it's all about numbers, right? How many games are there? How many times do I have to go? How many hours am I going to have to travel there and back? How much money is this going to spend? How much money is it going to go for this weekend? Right? Hey, you want to get married? Okay, yeah. Well, what's that cost for the wedding? And what's it cost after the wedding? Hey, let's talk about going to college. Okay, well, how much does that cost? I want to get a car. How much does that cost? Right? Everything's numbers. Like, what's not numbers? Right? What's not numbers? Now, I know you're sitting there like, well, there's a lot of things, JJ. Yeah, I mean, thoughts and meditation and stuff like that, which is all good. But I'm talking about if you can touch it, feel it, it's around you, it's affecting you. Because even like meditation, it's like, well, how long can you take? How long do you meditate? That's about numbers. So here's the one number. Here's the one number, okay? I want to say it is one of the most key numbers. And it's just perfect because as we're getting ready to do phase 1, phase 2, we're getting ready to go back into reality, right? Back to life, back to reality. You're right. I don't know how to sing. I want you to look at your personal bank statement, okay? And I want you to I want you to go back and look at February's. Because when you look at March's, you're going to give yourself all kinds of excuses and you'll say, oh, it's not real. But the coronavirus crisis happened. And I want you to look at April because it's the same thing. Like March and April aren't regular months. February 2020 was a regular month. Okay. You're like, well, JJ, I don't have a bank statement. Well, you do. Go log in, go under statements or information or accounts and pull the thing up. Okay. Well, JJ, I only have it on my phone. Well, guess what? If you want to be real about your numbers, okay, then if you can't get a statement on your phone, then I need you to go ahead and get on your computer, okay? Because my job isn't always to make it the easiest thing for you. But my point is you need to go look at your bank statement, your personal bank statement, okay? And if it's not for perfectly the month of February, find the one that ended in February. Here's the whole point. I need you to find a bank statement because there's one number on it that you're not going to get anywhere else. That one number on there, okay, is the total, total amount that came out, okay? Some banks will call it, debits, checks, and withdrawals. Some banks will call it debits. Some banks will go debits and another line for withdrawals and another line for fees. What you're looking for is the amount of money that came out. Okay, so on a statement at the top, and even if you're like, well, what do you mean a debit? The subtraction amount, okay? The dollar amount, the $1 amount, or maybe it's two that you got to add together, that $1 amount, okay? That is the total that came out of the account. Find that number. Do it, find it, okay? Because whether you're a business owner, whether you have multiple businesses or sole proprietor, or you own your own business, or you work for somebody, you're an employee, okay? And don't let this start into some fight and talking to all of a sudden your loved one, your partner, your spouse, like, why? How do we know what's so? This isn't what this crap's about, okay? Let's get real for a second. Because all that is that you're trying to find blame, you're trying to find a reason. So we want to keep this positive. Okay? So anything I ever present, it's positive. Okay? Because here's why I'm setting you up for that. You're going to see that number and you're like, what? What? How much money goes out of our personal account? And that's how you're going to react. And then you start, well, what's this $11? What? You know what? It's just numbers. Most likely your bank statement, your numbers are in black and white, right? They're just numbers. It's just a report. And guess what? If you haven't looked at it maybe ever, you're going to be surprised. And the whole point of this is to do nothing other than, I want you to look at the total number, and then all you're going to do is look at what made up that number. That's it. No other homework. Find the bank statement. Find the one number that is representative of all the money that left your personal account, and then just look it over. That's it. I just want you to look it over. That's all you got to do here. Okay? And you'll see what happens next. Trust me. You'll see what happens next. Just don't get mad about it. Don't start blaming people. Start getting on the phone. You didn't tell me that you were charged. Positive. The reason you need to be positive is you're not going to really do anything about it if you just get mad about it. You're not going to do anything really about it if you call someone mad because you didn't know that they still were charging you the $9.99 membership. Right? Don't get mad at the other person that's you've let in your account, husband, wife, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, right? But just take a look at it and just see what happens. All right, JJ the CPA, by the numbers.